to give anyone here who has something to say in remembrance or celebration to have that opportunity. So if there is someone who would like to speak, you have the opportunity.
If you know Wilma, she loved her family. She's always talking about her family and love them. You know, I didn't belong to the East End Christian Church. But if you don't know about them, when you walk in that church, you are loved. And you can't explain the love that you felt in that church. But where I got more acquainted with her was at Home Builders. Well, my wife, she has the devotions. We don't belong to that church, but the Home Builders. My wife has the devotions, and after the devotions, she always has some clean jokes. Well, after a while, Wilma says, we need some more jokes. So Wilma, after my wife gave her jokes, Wilma would give up and she'd give her jokes. I wish you could have been at Home Builders to see how much she really enjoyed Home Builders. Boy, they got some good cooks down there. Well, I don't belong to it, but I was elected president of the Home Builders. And I thought, well, that's a great honor. And to me it is. If you don't belong to a church and yet they think so much of you, they want you to be the president of your... So Wilma would always say, Lloyd, you can run again next year. So, Wilma, we will miss you. But she was always saying, I like to eat. And I would try it. I wasn't always in the first of the line, but they was always telling the president should be the first one. You hate to be the first one there, but I wasn't too far behind the first. And Wilma was always telling me, Lloyd, hurry, get back to seconds. Who's going to beat you, you or Bob Barton? So it was between I and Bob who was going to be second. Like I say, we will miss you, Wilma. And I want the family to really know she loved her church, as you know, and we loved her. And I just wanted to say I loved her, and she was one of the main ones at our little Home Builders, and she loved to be there.
Thank you.
I'm not good at talking, I'm good at crying. But it's such a blessing to get to know Wilma. She was one of God's gifts to us. And I just thank God that I got to know Wilma. Just such a wonderful, wonderful lady. Excuse me.
Anyone else? Thank you both for sharing. As we continue, let us listen to two pieces of scripture. These were used at Bill's funeral as well. Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes to the hills. From whence does my help come? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. He will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade on your right hand. The sun shall not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore. And from 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 6 to 8. For I am already on the point of being sacrificed. The time of my departure has come. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. Henceforth there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, will award to me on that day, and not only to me, but also to all who have loved his appearing. When I was talking with Susan the other day, a couple of themes kept bubbling to the surface. One of these was journey. The other was accepting and adapting. Now, it's not uncommon at all to hear life described of as a journey. Almost all of us, if we are honest with ourselves, would acknowledge that we are now neither where we started nor where we thought we would end up. The path that we have taken to get from A to B, or in some of our cases from A to B to C to D, E, has surely been one with some unexpected twists and turns. For Wilma, this was certainly true. In addition to those journeys all of us make as we physically and intellectually and emotionally mature, Wilma's life had some major geographic journeys. My guess, and I think it's a safe one, is that growing up, Wilma never imagined that she would spend a great portion of her life in a place called Ottumwa. But it is a place she came to call home. And making a home is a grand talent to have. The accept and adapt theme shows in the fact that she was indeed able to make a new place a home. We can fight about and against what life or the people in it bring us, and there may be occasions on which that's necessary. But we could also say, here I am, let me make it the best it can be, let me contribute to the community around me. The latter is far more likely to lead to creating a space that is safe and happy for a family and the neighborhood. It is a gift to many to have the home where the children from the neighborhood want to spend their time. Now, cookies may have been a part of that, but I suspect it was much more as well. As we think of how to adapt to the things we encounter on this journey of life, over which we may not have much control, the lesson from Psalm 121 is to remember our source. The help we need is from God, the God who watches over us, the God who loves us, who keeps our going out and our coming in. Doing that, remembering and acknowledging God's presence, that's what leads us to have the ability to say, with the author of Timothy, I have fought the good fight, and I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. There is one more scripture I want to include today when we think about journeying. It's the 23rd Psalm. Now, it is among the most familiar of Bible passages, but we don't always think of it as a description of a journey. It is, however, just that. The description of a journey that we take, a journey that may take us places we don't want or plan to go, but a journey upon which we are accompanied by the one who loves us most. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Music not only lets our hearts speak when we don't know what to say, it can speak to us. So let us hear "It Is Well With My Soul," a reminder that we are not alone, and that even in difficult times and circumstances, our ultimate destination and condition are in God's care.